Welcome to the Soul Sister channel. On this Sunday, September the 18th, I have our astrological forecast going from today through Saturday, September the 24th. And there's two major energies going on this week that I want to discuss. The first energies that I want to discuss are going to be a kind of a tricky wicket. It's going to be really interesting to see how they play out. The major player of this energy is Uranus and Taurus. If you have been watching the channel for a while, I've talked about this 2,000-year cycle change that we are currently experiencing, going from the Piscean energy to where we give our power to someone to intermediate for us with our higher self and with God, to the Aquarian age, where we learn to contact that connection ourselves and we learn to use it to contribute to the whole. That's the major change in the energy shift. But what it looks like in our world is the old holding on desperately. The old is holding on desperately to the old ways. Things will be like they were yesterday. Let's get back to yesterday. That kind of attitude versus this energy that's coming in this week that's giving us all types of opportunities and new experiences in a lot of areas that we're not familiar with. So I'm going to talk to us a little bit of that tension and how it's going to play out this week. But on Thursday, we have the major energy shift of the sun going into Libra, and it is our fall equinox. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that too. Let's talk about this feeling, this tension that we're going to experience Sunday through the full moon on Thursday. So we start the week, we're working with some Virgo energy, which we were learning about last week, right? Well, we are experiencing Virgo energy. It's like we have these opportunities. We are experiencing creative ideas of new ways to do old things better, new and improved. Some of these ideas that were coming into our heads are pretty crazy to us, but they seem to make sense. So we are this give and pull all week long up until Thursday. We're like, oh man, that really looks really good. That could be a really good opportunity. To, oh no, I don't know, it's too risky. The beginning of the week, we have the moon in Cancer. So the beginning of the week, we're going to really feel the need to make sure that our interests are secure. And so if we experience an opportunity that really rings our chimes, then we might pull back and like, oh, but I don't know, it's too risky. Can I do it? We are going to experience just that in the first part of the week. We're going to feel like we want to jump for something and do something, and we're excited about it. We're enthusiastic. But then there's another part of us like, oh, God, if I just stay where I'm at, I know what I got. It may not be the best, but I know what's going on. So, and the relationships with the Virgo energy and the Taurus energy are trines. So the trine is a beautiful flowing energy where the planets are 120 degrees apart, but it's not a insistent energy like a square. When you have planets that are 45 degrees apart, man, they are tension. And it's the tension that propels us forward, that causes us to move. But with the trine, it's just kind of lazy river flowing. So these opportunities are flowing by. And if we don't jump in and grab them, they're just going to keep on going. So, beginning of the week, Sunday through Thursday, we're really going to be dealing with this internal tension of, do I go for it or am I afraid? Now, I'm going to tell you the best way to get your answer is to do your quiet and centering, to check in with higher self, do the 3 deep cleansing breaths and the little meditation, if you'd like, the affirmation, but get in touch with that part of ourselves that is greater than what we can experience in this physical environment, because that's how we get in touch with our passion, our jam. And then we got to use, in this instance, this week, we got to learn to use our intuition and our gut. If we listen to the intuition and our gut and not our emotions of insecurity and fear, we might just have the courage to grab on to that new opportunity or that new experience that's coming our way. But we are really going to be torn trying to make that decision. So be aware of that this week, and always go with your gut and with our intuition, and we will make the right choice for this time. And even if we make the wrong choice, we can always make another one. The universe always gives us plenty of chances to find our way home. We will never be abandoned. It may take us a very, very long time, many, 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 many lifetimes, but we will find our way home. It's guaranteed. So make that choice. If you're feeling it and you want it this week, don't let your fear keep you from it. Don't do it, guys. Just grab on. And then I want to talk on Thursday. We're going to experience this incredible Libra energy. Libra is a male energy, so it's more action oriented. Libra is a cardinal energy, so Libra is an energy that initiates things. Where we're just leaving Virgo, where Virgo is adaptable and flows. Libra initiates the change, initiates the new idea. Libra is also the lover. That's her archetype. She is the balance of the relationship, the equilibrium, the honoring of each other in partnership. But in her most spiritual sense, Venus is the energy of attaining unshakable peace within ourselves, to where whatever is going on in the outer world has no effect on our peace. That is the ultimate goal of Libra. And so we find that we can attain that goal through relationships, through balancing our relationships. And what I mean by that is honoring the other, making sure that we are sensitive to their needs, to their true self, without compromising ourselves. And Libra is the energy of being able to bring even two opposites together. Sometimes we look at someone's relationship and we're like, oh, how does that even work? I mean, he's so giving and she's so needy and she's so cranky and manipulative. How does that work? Well, in the Libra energy is able to actually resolve that contradiction within itself. The Libra energy in its purest form can see the differences and actually resolve them, again, without compromising ourselves. Such incredible energy. The other thing about Libra, what did I forget? Oh, a Libra is an air energy. So most of her energy is spent on the mental plane in our thoughts. So we're thinking, Libra is always looking for balance. So what happens, a negative aspect of that Libra energy, since we're always looking for that perfect balance, we find we can't make a decision. We can't make a choice. We keep thinking, oh, but what about? Oh, but what about? So that Libra energy sometimes gets stuck in that hamster wheel and can't get out to actually make the decision that it needs to make. Another energy of the Libra, another aspect of the Libra energy is art and the finer, like fine dining and beautiful art at the art museum. You're like, what does this have to do with the relationship? Well, it actually has to do with peace that we have, that unshakable peace within ourselves that Libra represents. When we experience fine dining, or maybe we create a beautiful meal, or we go to this museum and see these magnificent works of art, or we sit down and we draw what we're feeling. All of this brings us peace within ourselves. It brings peace and balance and beauty. So this month, as we work on the Sun and Libra energy in our lives, we're taking that. Last month we worked on the Virgo energy, and like I said, we were saying all about me, working on the self, our relationship with ourselves, making sure we're caring for ourselves, body, mind, and spirit, making sure that we're balanced. And now we're taking that authentic, true self of ours, and we're relating to the other. Whether that is a partner, whether that is a friend, family member, whoever it is, it's all about relating with the other and finding the beautiful balance in a relationship that comes when we honor each other and we are able to see where each other is coming from, and we're able to see what we need, and we are able to nurture each other without compromising anyone. It's a tough one, but that is the lesson of Libra. So think about this week as we are working to, do I do it or not? But as far as making that decision on that new opportunity or that new situation or that new relationship, just come from the heart. Our gut knows exactly what we need. So check in with higher self, do our meditation or quiet and centering or our deep breathing, and then listen and listen to what the whisperings are coming through, the ideas that are coming in, and we'll find our answer. We'll know whether we should take this chance on ourselves or not. Oh, come on, take it. Just take it. We can do it. We can always change our mind if it doesn't work out. So just do it, okay? All right. So we got the fall equinox on Thursday. This beautiful new energy coming in. Well, don't forget the negative aspect of Libra. I talked about not making a decision, but I forgot about one more, where we compromise ourselves. So everyone plays nice together. So we kind of, we compromise ourselves. And we allow people to take our power from us just so we can all seemingly get along. And that's a downfall of Libra, because we cannot compromise ourselves just so we don't have to deal with confrontation. So remember that. On Friday, we have this tension-filled beginning of the week where we're trying to decide whether we're going to make this change or take this chance or make this decision. And then Friday is review time. We're going to look at everything again. We're going to use our Virgo energy and really get down to the fine details to decide, should I do it or should I not? So stay low, do our homework, do our research, dot our I's, cross our T's. Remember, Mercury is retrograde. So if we want this, we're going to have to put our full power into it to make it go. Or we wait till October 2nd to make the decision. And in most cases, that opportunity has floated right on by and we will have missed it. So again, this is a contradiction, but go with the gut. Friday, we review everything from the week and we can decide whether we're going to go for it or not. And then Saturday, golly Moses, it's another kind of crappy date night, but it's a day that because of the energy, we're going to have to make sure that we set our boundaries. People are a little bit cranky again on this Saturday on the 24th, not really wanting to play nice in the sandbox, really wanting to hold on to their shit, not wanting to compromise, not wanting to get along, just want to stay in their little secure hidey hole, and we get to deal with that. Let me look at one of the aspects. Venus in Virgo, the relationship, because Venus rules Libra. Venus, the lover, the feminine, emotional energy, the intuition in Virgo, but she's opposing Neptune in Pisces. So what it looks like, it's kind of an eggshell, just like last Saturday. We're going to really have to keep our filter on and watch what we say, because it might come across, if there's any kind of criticism or constructive criticism, let's say that, in like our partnership or whoever we're dealing with, communicating with, feelings can get hurt very easily. It's an opposition. So whatever we think we're saying may not, Mercury's retrograde, may not reach the ear of the other person with our intended message. They may see what we're saying as offensive, as being attacked, as us telling them they're not worthy or something like that. So if we have any issues on Saturday that we need to address with our partner, family, friends, or whatever, make sure in the Libra energy that we are sensitive to their needs and where they're coming from. It's also a day, now, remember, this is us too. So we may take somebody else's constructive criticism to heart. So be aware of that. And today, on Saturday the 24th, we can, in the Neptunian flavor, we can throw out all the bullshit we want, but no one is taking it unless our actions reflect our bullshit. We better be walking our talk on Saturday or we're going to get busted. So that's another Another piece of advice for Saturday, just come from love, abundance, and gratitude. Just be sensitive to the other and understand that we all just want to be heard. We all want to be loved and nurtured. Not just us, but everyone around us too. And because we are more conscious, we are going to have to be the more accountable one and be able to read the environment and come from that Libra energy of balance and peace without compromising ourselves. Let's start the very interesting week ahead by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths, and then we'll also do our Sun in Libra affirmation. Let's take our 3 deep cleansing breaths. On this first deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second deep cleansing breath. On this second deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. Third breath. On this third deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the disease, negativity, and toxicity. We see it all flowing away, flowing out of our body. And in its place, we see our body being filled with this white light. And this white light is made up of light, love, and goodwill. Not only does it fill our entire body, we see it protecting us and deflecting all evil, all low vibration, all negativity back to its source. Now, while we are in this space of white light, connected with our higher self, we will say our Sun in Libra affirmation. I set my sight on the northern light of my higher self. I do not allow any outer world distractions to pull me from my path. We'll say the affirmation together. We'll stay in this space of white light connected with our higher selves for 5 seconds. Let's say the affirmation. I set my sight on the northern light of my higher self. I do not allow any outer world distractions to pull me from my path. And doesn't this Sun in Libra affirmation just bring it right back to the essence of Libra, of that unshakable inner peace? And how do we find that, folks? By getting in touch with our higher selves through quiet and meditation, quiet and centering, taking time to access that part of ourselves that is greater than we can experience with our physical senses. There's a whole lot more to us than meets the eye and the ear. That is for sure. Make it a great week ahead. Feel that little dance between the tension between going for it and, oh shit, I'm afraid. And get into that energy of being aware of the other and honoring them as we honor ourselves. Don't forget to come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat for my daily inspirational messages and my interesting off the head memes. If you like what you see today, please like, subscribe, and share. I greatly appreciate us spreading the word that life is lived from the inside out. Have a most great, wonderful, blessed week ahead. Happy fall equinox. Namaste.